Action. For everybody out there, welcome back to this channel. Today I'm going to have an interview with a technician who has years of experience in repairing a vehicle. So please introduce yourself.
My name is Banjo Emmanuel. People know me as BJ Auto.
So what inspired you personally to study mechanical engineering? You personally?
What inspiring me, BJ Auto, to just choose mechanical engineering as the work I love most is that right in secondary school, I was like, I should choose art class.
Wow.
Or social science, which is commercial. My mind is not at science class before, but what I just is that my parents are just discovering me that you are going for science class.
Wow.
That I want you to become a doctor.
Okay, doctor.
But to me personally, I don't like doctor.
Why?
Because the reason why I don't like doctor is that I don't like to see blood.
You don't like to see blood?
Yes, and I'm not strong enough to withstand any wounds or any treatment. So or any emergency that comes my way. Because I do watch so many videos and some other people, both physically, and I see them the way they treat people, but I can't just bear it. So that's why I just think, okay, I will go for engineering. And that time I will be an mechanical engineering and to study it in school. And since then I go for science class. I started studying science class after studying my science class. But during that my studies, I learned this work. I apprenticed this work from my father. So I was learning this work when I was, let me just say, like 7 years old. I started looking how to do one of the things on a vehicle. Just to say that all those hidden those days.
Just like something you learned from your father.
Yes. That's what I inherit from my father.
Wow. How many years experience do you have as a mechanical engineer? How many years experience do you have?
Years of experience, let me just say I have 10 years over experience. 10 years over.
Wow, very nice.
For this mechanical engineering. So, these new car features vehicle, they have the grade. They have their grade. But the grade part is that. What I mean by grade is that the new car features that we have 2018, 2019, 2020. Their body might look alike, but there will be different little things that will differentiate them between 2008 and 2009.
So what are those two differences?
So the two different that we get is that they might come with the same engine, engine compartment and everything. They might come with the same thing.
Same engine.
But what will be different there is that the exterior and the interior will be different. If you talk about Land Cruiser 2020. And Lexus 2020. Their exterior is different, their interior is different, but their engine compartment is the same.
Wow.
Toyota and Lexus, they carry the same engine, but there are some things that have changed, which is the exterior and the interior. They are different. They are not the same thing. Their logo is different, but it's still the same factory.
Same factory.
So that's it. Concerning the carburetor and the injection. Injection is like, it's very easy for a technician to handle. And the injection is the upgrade from carburetor to injection. Because they see how everything is going and what people are passing through. During the process of the carburetors. So they think, what are we going to use to upgrade our level? So for the car to be working well and to boost than before, and to be fuel efficient and fuel economy and some other things. And they build the fuel injection. The fuel injection is making use of some items. We have fuel injection, we have nozzles, and we have electric fuel pump. We have three types of fuel pump. Number one, we have electric fuel pump. And we have manual fuel pump. And we have mechanical fuel pump. That's the three fuel pump we have. Those mechanical pump and those mechanical pump and the personal pump they are using for the olden days. But the electric pump is for nowadays vehicles. So we have different we have two classification of electric fuel pump. We have in fuel pump, electric fuel pump. We have out electric fuel pump.
Wow.
So that out electric fuel pump, we can actually use it for the carburetor within this. but it cannot be useful for the new.
Okay, that out can be used for the
that
carburetor.
out can be used for the carburetor.
So, but you said that you previously said that the carburetor is an improvement of the, and the additional electric fuel pump is an improvement, like upgrading from a carburetor to a fuel pump. So you can replace the carburetor in an old vehicle with an out fuel pump.
Yes, you can use the out fuel pump, electric fuel pump. You can use it for the olden days
vehicle, which is carburetor.
Wow. And same thing, you can use the manual fuel pump for the olden days vehicle. But nowadays, new car features, they are using internal electric fuel pump, which is inside the tank, which is served as reservoir for the vehicle.
So please, can you differentiate between the electric fuel pump, the manual fuel pump, and also the mechanical fuel pump?
Okay, I can differentiate them. The manual fuel pump is operating by the means of camshaft. Camshaft.
Okay, camshaft.
Camshaft. Okay. As the camshaft is operating, rotation with the gravitational force. As the camshaft is rotating, it's completing the speed from 0 to 20, from 20 to 30. It's as the reading is clockwise. As the camshaft is operating clockwise, so the more the camshaft is operating, the more the manual fuel pump will be pumping the fuel, So there's a spindle. There's a spindle at the back of the manual fuel pump. So that spindle will lay at the camshaft like this. It will lay like this. So by the time the thing is completing the mission, as the thing is completing the rotation with the speed, and the fuel pump will be going like this. The speed will be going like this. The more the speed is going like this, the more the pump is coming out into the carburetor.
Okay,
so
is it into the carburetor, into the engine?
Into the carburetor.
Into the carburetor. Right. Okay, fuel pump.
Process is from fuel pump to carburetor, and from carburetor dispose the fuel inside the combustion chamber. So the electric fuel pump is driving, or let me say is operating by the means of electric, which is electrical electronics. What you know about electronics of nowadays, that people are upgrading themselves from olden days vehicle, so they need to attach something that will be new, that can carry, or let me just say something that can carry the engine, that will make it excessive. So it can't be possible to build a new engine and put the manual fuel pump. It can't work because it cannot complete the speed. Because it cannot complete the rotation and the speed. Because what I'm saying is that this electric fuel injection, the reason why they use this electric fuel pump, it's fast speed than the manual fuel pump. Because once you on the ignition, the fuel pump is working directly. Because the fuel injection need full force. Because all those nozzles, they have fine mouth. So that manual fuel pump cannot give a full pressure. So that electric will give a full pressure. The more the fuel speed, the more the nozzle will open.
Wow, so, that is very nice.
And the mechanical pump I'm talking about is manually, that the mechanical is that the one that you'll be pumping like this. Let me just take this pump, like this manual pump is not almost generally comes to vehicle. Let me just say all this our feed. If you want to make our feed to be down, or maybe you want them to just grow like that, you don't want them to grow, but you just want the feed
to be
level. So if you want to use some pump, you make use of the manual pump. I don't know the name of the pump for actually, because I'm not into a farmer stuff. I just use some idea. So once you pump the water, the tank, when you are pumping this, the water will be coming out. So that's what we call mechanical pump. Because you are operating it by yourself. It's not engine. So the
manual pump is that in those manual vehicles before, you have to pump the fuel by yourself.
The fuel by itself.
Into the engine.
It's engine that will pump it.
Okay.
But this vehicle is pumping by the electric. It's not engine.
Wow. So now, let me say, can you explain how this present day vehicle, like let me just say the 2022 model of Lexus, let me just say Lexus 570. So how does the engine operate? Because it's different from all these olden days vehicles where it just consists of only the engine and the crankshaft and all that stuff. So anything for me, how does the vehicle pump fuel from the fuel tank and go to the combustion and give power to the powertrain of the vehicle. So can you give me a brief explanation of that?
Okay. What I will just say concerning that is that I won't just go further more about it, because if I have to go further more about it, it's a long way. But I'll just bring small observation. I'll just brief, just a little brief on how it works.
Okay.
The new generation vehicle, they make use of, there's something that is operating them, and say as we human being like this, before we can do something or before we can cram something of it, there's something that is working through us that will make us that will save all our data, which is memory. There's something we call memory, and there's something we call brain.
Okay.
So according that you read a book and you are going for exam, prepare yourself. That particular book you read, you are going to download it and write it down. That's what we call brain. There's something we call inside the vehicle, we call it brain box, which is olden days all those local people, they call it brain box. But for the new car features, name and it sounds way in this nowadays virtual, so we can call it ECU.
Okay.
Or ECM. Or ECM.
Okay, or ECM. So what is the difference of ECU and ECM?
Electric configuration unit.
Electric configuration unit. Okay.
And ECM, electric configuration module.
Electric configuration module. So what
and something we call ECT.
ECT.
Yes.
What is ECT?
Which is electronic control transmission.
Electronic control.
That one works for drivetrain, which is
for the drivetrain
transmission system. That's for transmission system.
Transmission system.
They work for transmission system.
Wow.
So ECU, ECM, just say different country, they give their names.
Okay.
Like USA now.
Yes.
The Japan, they call it ECU.
ECU. Okay.
Like I mentioned earlier, electric configuration unit, electric configuration, electric control module. Okay. And ECT, electric control transmission.
Okay.
Okay. So aside from that, I just try to brief.
Okay.
So what are we talking about? The electric fuel pump, how it works, and how it generates the speed, and how the engine how the engine starts, and how the engine complete the mission.
Yeah.
So let me just start from the reservoir, which is tank. Okay. They call it tank.
The fuel tank. So
the tank serves as a reservoir for fuel for later use for the vehicle.
Yes.
Because it is not possible for you to carry fuel inside the keg and be putting fuel. How will you be driving it? How is it convenient? It can't possible because it will explode.
Yes.
So what I will just say about this is that there is a tank that prepared, that serves as a reservoir for fuel.
Okay.
So because you might go long distance.
So
you cannot be going far distance now and carry keg and put fuel inside keg. The vehicle should be using it. There's something that will save the fuel for you. So and for you to run away from explosion. So that's why there is a tank, which is the reservoir. So inside this tank, we have electric fuel pump.
Wow.
And there's something we call a suction tube. Suction tube. Because that suction tube contains, let me just say, 3 elements.
Okay, elements of the suction tube.
Yes, there's 3 items attached to it.
Okay. We
have fuel pump itself, and we have fuel pressure regulator, and we have fuel strainer.
Wow.
Understand? So that 3 items are working together.
Okay.
And I will just give brief explanation on them.
Okay.
Fuel pump pumps the fuel from inside the tank to the engine.
Okay.
The strainer was fused with is connected with the fuel pump, which will save the dirt not to enter the fuel pump, because dirt can destroy the fuel pump, contaminate the fuel pump.
Okay.
So the fuel pump can stop with any time. Anytime it can stop.
Wow.
So because once the dirt or small particles is entering the fuel pump, it will be creating friction. It will be creating friction. Because iron and iron, if iron and iron is grinding each other,
it's great friction.
There's the friction and there's a chips. So once the heat and the chips is occurring inside the fuel pump, it will cause damage.
Okay.
So
what's the name of that damage? What's the name you call that kind of damage?
The fuel pump will just stop immediately. Unexpected time. Just stop.
And vehicle can't move again.
Not go again, because the fuel pump is making the vehicle to work. Once the fuel pump is giving pressure and is transferring the fuel from the tank to the engine, the engine will complete the mission. Let me just say the fuel pump is just like a starting point.
Okay, starting point
for the engine. For the engine.
For the
if
engine.
There's no fuel pump, the vehicle is not going nowhere.
Okay.
Because by the means of fuel, the vehicle engine is working. So once the fuel pump is cut off, there's no where the vehicle is going. Okay. So until you replace, or maybe there's a little shortcut, maybe wiring shortcut happen. So maybe there's some fuse that cut, or maybe there's anything that pertaining the fuel pump. We check everything one after the other, and once you get rid of it, that's when you go.